On March 18, 2025, President Trump signed a significant executive order. This order set in motion a major overhaul of the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. The President's action immediately thrust the program into the heart of national debate. It has ignited a firestorm of controversy and speculation about the future of public service in America. The PSLF program, established by Congress in 2007, aimed to make public service careers more appealing. It promised student loan forgiveness after 10 years of qualifying employment and payments. The program was designed to alleviate the burden of student debt for those who dedicated their careers to serving the public good. This includes teachers, social workers, and countless others who form the backbone of our communities. However, the Trump administration argues that the PSLF program has strayed far from its original intent. They claim that it has become riddled with abuse, particularly during the previous administration. The administration points to a waiver process that allowed some individuals to receive loan forgiveness without fulfilling the full 10-year requirement. This, they argue, represents a misuse of taxpayer funds. The executive order, therefore, represents a forceful attempt to rein in what the administration sees as a runaway program. It signals a clear shift in priorities and a determination to reshape the landscape of public service in the United States. The order has far-reaching implications for students, non-profits, and taxpayers alike. It also raises important questions about the role of government in supporting public service and the future of education funding. The PSLF program was initially hailed as a lifeline for those pursuing careers in public service. It offered a beacon of hope to those burdened by student loan debt. The promise was clear: dedicate a decade of your life to serving your community and your student loans will be forgiven. However, the program has been plagued by complexities and challenges since its inception. Navigating the eligibility requirements and application process has proven to be a daunting task for many. The program's reliance on specific loan types and repayment plans has created confusion and frustration. Critics of the program argue that it has contributed to the rising cost of higher education. They contend that universities, aware of the potential for loan forgiveness, have less incentive to control tuition costs. This, they say, places a greater financial burden on students and taxpayers. Additionally, critics point to the potential for moral hazard, arguing that the program could discourage graduates from seeking higher-paying jobs in the private sector. The Trump administration has seized upon these criticisms to justify its sweeping reforms. They argue that the PSLF program, in its current form, is unsustainable and ultimately detrimental to the nation's economic well-being. Central to the Trump administration's rationale for reforming the PSLF program are concerns about misuse of funds and potential threats to national security. The executive order specifically targets organizations deemed to be engaged in activities that run counter to the national interest. This includes organizations accused of violating immigration laws, supporting terrorism, engaging in child abuse, promoting illegal discrimination, and repeatedly violating state laws. The order directs the Department of Education, in collaboration with the Treasury Department, to revise PSLF rules to exclude these organizations from eligibility. This means that individuals employed by such organizations would no longer be able to have their student loans forgiven under the program. The administration argues that this move is necessary to ensure that taxpayer dollars are not being used to support activities that harm the country. This aspect of the executive order has sparked intense debate. Critics argue that it represents an overreach of executive power and could have a chilling effect on free speech and association. They contend that the vague language used in the order could be used to target a wide range of organizations based on their political views or advocacy work. The Trump administration's overhaul of the PSLF program is poised to have a significant impact on students, nonprofits, and taxpayers. For students considering careers in public service, the reforms introduce a new level of uncertainty and risk. The potential for loan forgiveness may be significantly diminished, particularly for those interested in working for organizations that fall under the administration's broad definition of harmful activities. Non-profits, already grappling with funding challenges, may face difficulties attracting and retaining qualified employees. The loss of PSLF eligibility could make it more challenging for these organizations to compete with the private sector for talent. This could have ripple effects on the delivery of essential services in communities across the country. Taxpayers, meanwhile, are left to grapple with the potential costs and benefits of the reforms. While the administration argues that the changes will save taxpayer dollars by reducing wasteful spending, critics contend that the long-term costs of undermining the public sector workforce could outweigh any short-term savings. The debate over the PSLF program reflects broader societal questions about the value of public service, the role of government in supporting education and careers, and the balance between individual liberties and national security.